next question, I'll take it from SMS which has come. This is for Dr. Swamy. There are two questions actually. It is being said that you were the one to introduce Dr. Manmohan Singh during 1991 as a finance minister. So what has changed from 91?
Is this an accusation or a compliment?
So what has changed from 1991 to 2011? Do you think it was your mistake to introduce him? And the second question, by when will TC, I assume that's Chidambaram, be arrested and what implications will it have?
Well, as far as Manmohan Singh is concerned, I've known him for a very, very long time. He maybe 40, 42 years. We were professors together at one stage. He was, of course, senior to me, he's older to me too. But in 1990, I became a minister. And very first day, I began the process of trying to see whether a blueprint for economic reform can be made ready. I was benefited by the fact that India was in an economic crisis, terrible economic crisis. So, plus the Soviet Union had begun to crumble, so the influence of the Soviet Union was very low. And third is Mr. Chandrasekhar became Prime Minister because I played a role with Rajiv Gandhi to make him. So I had a lot of free hand to do many things because of the Prime Minister relationship I had. So when our government came, the first thing I did is look around for Manmohan Singh because he had been in the civil service, he knew economics well, he was a scholar, he was an honest man. And I found that he had migrated to Switzerland. He was living in Geneva as part of something called South-South Commission. So we got him to the Prime Minister's office, phoned him and brought him back. And he became economic advisor to the government of India, which meant largely dealing with me. And of course he wanted Montek Singh to be made my Commerce Secretary, so I made him my Commerce Secretary. So the three of us interacted and prepared a blueprint. And we got it through the cabinet, but the moment it passed through cabinet, there was a quarrel between Rajiv Gandhi and Chandrasekhar. The government fell, and elections came. Narasimha Rao came. Narasimha Rao were also great friends. He invited me to join the government on one condition, that I join Congress party. But I said I'll never do that. Maybe I had a premonition that some Rakshasi is going to come, so my future will be, in the long run bleak if I joined it. So I didn't join. And then he made me chairman of the CAT Commission with cabinet rank. So I was part of that government too in that sense. So let me say the blueprint was prepared by me. The guts to implement it was of Narasimha Rao and ably assisted in carrying it out administratively was of Manmohan Singh. In that role, Manmohan Singh is very good. But now as Prime Minister, he's still a very good man, still got good ideas, but they don't let him function. And the reason I'm still supporting him is that if he goes, we'll get a moron as the Prime Minister. Even if he's a young chap, but still he's a moron. And therefore, if the whole UPA can be kicked out, that's fine. With that, Manmohan Singh can go. Manmohan Singh is in the same position as Bhishmacharya was in Mahabharata when he watched Draupadi being stripped. And he said, "Main vivashu, I am under constraint." And in the end, that is what Krishna told Arjuna. When Arjuna was hesitating, he told him that when a man hesitates, when a great moral question arises, then that person doesn't deserve to live in a war situation. And let elections come, we will target Manmohan Singh, but till that time, please don't disturb him because what you will get will be much worse than what he is. The second question, I find near unanimity in Delhi that you should go to jail as quickly as possible. But I have only one complaint I have received against it, and that is from the jail superintendent of TRJ, who told my friend that please tell Swamy, first he sends Raja, then Kanimori, then I hear that Maran is coming, then after that Chidambaram. My Bawarchi is getting very agitated. They are all asking for masala dosa and idli. And he doesn't know how to make it. So I said, tell him to be thankful. Soon some Italian will come and he'll have to make pizza. There are 3 offences. Offence number 1, that this license, the spectrum license was given at 2001 prices. That was a joint decision between Raja and Chidambaram because 2003, when your dad was telecom minister, it was decided that this subject will be, this will be decided by 2 ministers, not by the cabinet. Finance minister and telecom minister. So the entire blame was put on Raja for fixing this price. But I found out from documents, which had been hidden by Mr. Chidambaram, but I know how to get documents out. I found that there were 4 meetings where Mr. Chidambaram very clearly comes out as the senior partner, telling Mr. Raja what he should do. So on that price fixing, he is as guilty as Raja. Number 2, then they permitted 2 companies which are purely real estate companies, didn't have a single tower or any telecom equipment, Swan and Unitech, to sell out after getting the license. To sell this license de facto at 8 times the price they paid the government of India. Anyway, he paid a huge amount of money. There was a legal problem of lock-in period. And Mr. Chidambaram explained to Raja that don't allow them to sell the company, but let them issue enough new equity that they will get control of the company. And so by a roundabout route, it amounted to the same thing, and therefore Swan's license became Etisalat's, and Unitech's license became Telenor's. Third is that when Shivraj Patil was Home Minister, he had sent a big report to Chidambaram as Finance Minister that Etisalat and Telenor should not be allowed any business in India. Why? Because Etisalat is a front for Pakistan and ISI, and its man in India, who is in Bombay, was in Bombay, now of course he is a resident of Tihar, but he was in Bombay, Shahid Balwaz, is a right-hand man of Dawood Ibrahim. This is one objection. Second objection, that Telenor buys equipment from Chinese People's Army, and that can also be used for cyber warfare. In a war between India and China, they can put virus into our defense electronics and laptops. So they were blacklisted, but Mr. Chidambaram ignored it and told Raja, you can go ahead. So on the first, I have got independent documentation. On the third, I've got independent documentation. But the second one about selling, I didn't have. Finally, I went to the court and I found out that one file, it should have been in the court's hands, was actually being kept by the CBI. So for the first time in independent history, a private citizen was empowered by the court to receive a secret file from the CBI. And now, all three offences, I have proved it. And 3rd of December, I have to move a a complaint to make Chidambaram a co-accused, and after that, TR is not far away.